What's good, y'all? You dub back here again, here in 2019. Let's get it. Bring out more new, fresh content. Now, for those who don't know, I love sports. Love sports. One of my all-time greatest loves. Played most of them, and I thought probably a month or two back, I actually just getting around to these videos. Top 10 feats for a specific sport. Now, I'm starting off with basketball because even though I love all sports, I do. Basketball is slightly above all others. Okay. And let me know what you all think. You may disagree with my order, and let me know if you think there's other feats that surpass any of these. But this takes a lot of thought, and I'll explain each of these why I think these are the top 10 toughest feats to get. Okay. Coming in at number 10, we starting off pretty hardcore. Getting 30 rebounds in a game. Now, it has been done. It has been done. I believe last season, it might have been done in the college level. I think the college men's basketball. But grabbing 30 rebounds in a game. Do you know how much effort, how much focus? Just getting 10 rebounds in a game is tough. Getting 20 million rebounds in a game is practically legendary. You get 30 rebounds in a game, that's the stuff of absolute legend and myth right there. I don't care what you do. Your team is, if you get 30 rebounds in a game, you understand that your team's probably going to win that game, right? You do realize if you grab 30 boards, that means you were active. Your team, offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds. That team gets no second chance opportunities. That team gets no fast break opportunities. That team, it stunts what that other team can do. And it's draining mentally. Let me tell you this right now. If you play competitively, right, whether organized ball, street ball, anything, pickup games, and that team is just grabbing all the boards, the team that grabs the boards the most of the time wins. Especially if it's a landslide. The Heat, back in when LeBron James, D Wade, the big three era, Chris Bosh, when they had him, sometimes they would lose on the boards, and it was so frustrating. It was so irritating as a Heat fan and as a basketball fan, because the Heat could have blown out a team, but they allowed them to stay in the game, won by 5 points because they got beat on the boards. There were some games the Heat should have won, but they lost because they got beat and smashed on the boards. All right, so getting 30 boards in a game is unbelievable. Moving on. Number 9, getting 30 assists in a game. Getting 30 assists in a game. I don't even know if it's ever been done. Getting 10 assists is difficult. Getting 20 assists with Russell Westbrook, give him credit when he got that 2020 game, in memory of Nipsey Hussle. Getting 30? That means, number one, your team is actually hitting and firing on all cylinders. If you get 30 assists in a game, first of all, a team having 30 assists sometimes is impressive. Getting 30 assists, that means you are passing that thing. You are moving that ball. That means you are getting your people into positions to score and be effective. That means, again, people are hitting shots. It's somewhat dependent, but you do this, your team is probably winning that game. They're probably winning that game. Okay? This is a true feat, but I only have it at number 9. Let me know what y'all think, how difficult of a feat that is to get 30 assists in a game. Coming in at number 8, getting 20 blocks in a game. Again, it's ridiculously difficult to get 10 blocks. It's difficult to get 5 blocks in a game. People average like 2 blocks, and they're like the best shot blockers in the league, in the NBA, for example. 20 blocks in a game. Again, I don't know if this feat has ever been done at any level of basketball. I don't care. These feats, I don't care if you playing youth basketball. I don't care if you playing a pickup game. I don't care if you playing elementary, middle school, high school, college, semi-pro, NBA, developmental league. You do some of these feats, you a baller. 20 blocks in a game. The dedication, the effort, the ability not to foul. You are disrupting and destroying everything. That team you are putting the fear of God in a team if you get 20 blocks in a game. But again, I still have even further higher on this list, more difficult. Coming in number 7, getting 20 steals in a game. Again, you know how difficult it is to get steals. If somebody got 20 steals, I don't know if this feat has ever been done. If somebody got 20 steals in a game, how is that team losing? How is your team losing if you just picking passes off, you picking people's pockets? You just, oh my gosh. That's so many fast break opportunities. That's so many possessions and turnovers that the other team has. Your team would have to be playing like trash for you not to win with 20 steals in that game. Moving on. Coming in number 6. This has been done by a few people. Getting 100 points in the game. Wilt Chamberlain is reported to have done it. I believe it was Cheryl Miller, Reggie Miller's sister, female basketball legend. I believe she did it in high school, I heard. The thing about it is, Kobe Bryant would have done it if he would have stayed in a couple games, especially that 81-point game. I think that when he got pulled. Well, I'm trying to remember. There was a couple games he could have possibly gotten it. MJ, if he really would have dialed in, there's a number of people. I think KD could potentially get it. Melo in his prime, LeBron. 100 points. The reason I have difficult than these other ones is these other ones, as ridiculous as they are, if you were really dialed in, you can. Do you know how many shot attempts? You know how much effort, the amount of effort it would take. The thing is, like for example, the 30 rebounds, why it's so low relatively on this list, is the 30 rebounds is just a bunch of effort plays. I mean, it's timing and things. But if you were to clean up crew, I mean, there are sometimes just easy rebounds to have. Rebounds from the free throw line. There are times you could get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 possession rebounds. Let's say you are active on the offensive board. You get 3, 4, 5, 6 on offensive rebounds on that one possession. See what I'm saying? Between your team. So you can get that. Assists, again, if your team is just running on all cylinders and you the predominant ball handler, you the decision maker, boom, 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 you making plays, you could totally do it. 20 blocks, mad effort, but it can be done. 20 steals, mad effort, but it can be done. 100 points obviously can be done, but it takes something special. It's something special. You have to be efficient. You have to be able to put, even if you take 50 shots, 40 shots, and this is a feat where you can't be inefficient and get this feat. You have to be dominating. Okay, in order to get 100, you have to, that's 52. That's 50 points off of twos. That's 50 field goals off of twos if you go by that. If you go by threes, that's 33, 33, 34 threes, right? That's 34 threes. If you go by adding in free throws, you have to at least be shooting 30 plus times. You're probably going to be in the 40 plus club to do this. And to shoot it at an efficient, that's if you make all of them, right? So you have to be mad efficient to be able to do this. It's an incredible feat to accomplish. And yes, once again, you're probably most likely winning that game. Coming in at number 5. Now we're getting to things about the seasons, the big boys, the hard stuff. Averaging 50 points in a season. It has been done by Wilt Chamberlain. Now, I have criticized Wilt Chamberlain when his younger years when he played more selfish ball, but still, just respect the feat. I didn't even think the feat had been done, but of course it was done by the great Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt was still. The man had all them stats records. Averaging 50 points. People talk about Michael Jordan and he's 37. You talk about James Harden, Cook, which the chef was just cooking this season with like 36 points average, right? 50 points. People say, oh, Michael Jordan, easy. Oh, he easily would have been Michael Jordan, might have 40 in this era. 50? Number one, the amount of effort it takes, just like 100 points, the amount of effort it takes to be able to get that. But to average 50, that means your percentage has to be incredible. I would argue you would have to be shooting upwards of 60% to average this. You would probably have to in order to consistently, because you're not going to shoot as many shots in a game necessarily. This would probably, it makes sense that Wilt is still, because Wilt was a big man. You have to be a bona fide scorer, right? You can't be a scrub getting this. Getting 50 points is hard enough as is. You're going to have some games where you're not going to drop 50. There to be some games 40, 30 points. That means you might have to be dropping 60, 70 points on average, or to average it out. So you're going to have to be getting some killer numbers in this. You going, bro, averaging 50 is incredible to me. I mean, in my playing career, I never got 50. Okay, so that's how incredible it is to me to achieve something like that. Coming in at number 4, averaging a double double for a season. Now you can say, well, wait a second, how the hell is a double double more than 50 points? Maybe you were just a scorer, but it's always impressive, and quite a few have done this feat over time. But just get put in respect, just getting 10 and 10 and something in any two categories is not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. I mean, if it was so easy, LeBron James, when has LeBron James ever done it? He might have a couple seasons. You see what I'm saying? It's not so easy to do it. I believe Kevin Love's done it a number of times. It can be done. This is a lesser of these, but it's still an arduous task. And then coming number 3, averaging a triple double for a season. The big old Oscar Robertson did it. We've seen Russell Westbrook three-peated. He's done it thrice. Now I say a lot of it's inflated stats, but you at least have to respect it. To be able to do it for the entire season is incredible. To get 10 statistical, 10 of each in 3 different statistical categories is just a phenomenal feat. It really is. It's highly impressive. Like I said, it's a little bit deflated because other people like Lonzo Ball got a triple double early on in his career. The stats numbers are, because of more possessions and stuff, are inflated, but you still have to respect the feat. Coming in at number 2, averaging a quadruple double for a season. There's only been, I believe, they say 5 players. It's either 4 or 5 players in NBA history that's got a quadruple double. I think there's been someone else that has done it in college basketball. But yo, a quadruple double, it's getting 4 of the 5 statistical categories, averaging 10 in each of those. The amount of effort. See, it's not just getting that points, rebounds, and assists. You have to add in blocks or steals as well. In order to average that, for steals you probably need a guard, and for blocks you probably need a big man. But to be able to average that, again, blocks and steals aren't, you get like 2, 3, and that's a phenomenal year for most people. But to one up it, the most difficult basketball feat, and I don't care what level you're at, averaging a quintuple double. All right, quadruple double. Maybe that's been average in some league that I'm unaware. I'm pretty sure quintuple. I don't know if a quintuple double has ever been done in basketball history. Period. Period. And a quintuple double, for those you don't know, all 5 statistical categories we have in basketball: points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks. You have to average 10. All right. You at least got to get 10. To do that in a single game is unbelievable. To do that for a season, that's God mode. If anybody ever does that, to me, you're the greatest player of all time. You surpass Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kareem, whoever you want to bring it up. Shaq, Kobe, AI, Magic Johnson, Bill Russell, whoever. You do this feat. Bro, that is the greatest feat in basketball. If you do this, average a quintuple double, you practically cement your place as the GOAT. Because in order to do that, that means you probably gonna have some quadruple double seasons. You're gonna have some triple double seasons. You gonna be the GOAT, bro. You gonna be the greatest of all time. Because that means you also leading your team to W's and rings. If you want to throw that in for the ring thing. Someone who does this is on some superhuman stuff I don't know if we'll ever see. But then again, who would have ever thought we'd see players like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Allen Iverson, and so many others? Tim Duncan, Shaq. Who would have known? Unexpected one, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts. What do you think are the hardest, the most difficult, most arduous feats in basketball? Let me know. Because this is my list, but you can make an argument for others. All right, y'all. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night. Peace.